We climb the stairway of Glamour Pop's headquarters up to the roof level. Just as we predicted, there's no sign of any New Year's Eve party like Annalie told Ara. Even security had been sent home, so KJ had to pick some more locks. Eventually, we reached the top and pushed the door open to find... In the distance, I see a dark figure standing by the edge. They turn around after the stairway door slammed closed. Shit, that's definitely... Oh, you came, Ara. Annalie, you fucking bitch. Quite rude of you to bring so many unannounced guests. I would have appreciated a call at least. No matter, the more the merrier, the night's a cause for celebration. Annalie, cut the crap. We're here to put a stop to this, once and for all. Oh really, aren't you a little too late for that? Sentimentality has already made its mark. The dear residents of Diamond Cove have already fallen hook, line, and sinker. And when the clock strikes midnight, it'll be released to the world via the internet. Our retail stores and warehouses are chock full of the stuff. Instead of handling that, you've chose to confront me. It's called cutting off the head of the snake. Except snakes are adorable. You're pretty darn cute, but very darn evil. Oh my, a new member of the squad? Oh, the little girl who can't even put on her robe correctly. Want to give me a taste of your magic? Just rub that lipstick all over your face again. I don't need magic to help take you down. You think you can make all humans make up obsessed zombies? Think again. Annalie burst out in a cruel laughter. What a recruit! Incompetent and without any magic to boot. It goes to show you really are a bunch of washed-up has-beens. Says the lady running a gossip forum on magical girls. I was simply gathering information on you all. And truthfully, the more I learned, the more pathetic you all looked. I saw every little success and failure you led your squad into, Starlight. Excuse me? And it's no wonder you all drifted apart, inevitable, with such mediocre leadership. Anyway, oh, this is projection. Is she a former magical girl? Is she a former magical girl? Is this why she's obsessed with the fruit fatale? Is she the reason why Sorbet, that one girl, Strawberry girl, got killed in that accident? Anyways, I'm disappointed none of you chose to wear the product tonight. Don't you think that's a little disrespectful after all the work I did? The makeup that devitalizes us and suppresses our powers? No thanks. You mean this right here? Miranda pulls out the sentimentality concealer. She imbues it with her stardust magic and explodes it in a burst of fireworks. Her magic is back to being as bright as ever. The black magic inside the concealer's case escapes in a wisp of smoke that accelerates as it rushes straight toward Annalie. Not suppressing. To be more specific, it's draining your powers. Annalie pulls out a hand and the wisp of dark magic is sucked into her fingers. And all of the energy it takes, magical or otherwise, goes back to yours truly. That must have been how she had so much power to imbue the makeup line. Her plan was cyclical. She built herself up through the makeup. Please, Annalie, I just want to know why. Why use us like this? Why throw our home into chaos? Was it all just for the money? Anna looks me dead in the eyes. She seems to be considering something. Akiko, was it? A word of advice. There is no life after magic. What? All we have is our glory days. Where we were on top of the world, she's a former magical girl. We did our best to use magic for the sake of others. Shoving all the physical and mental tolls away in the little box. Promising you'll deal with it another day. Until it all comes tumbling out. What does she talk about? Who's we? And once that's over, well, you already know. We fought for a peaceful, happy life as an average citizen, a normal life. But what we get instead is a thankless, futile day job, nightmares of the trauma we endured on the battlefield, and nobody really understands just how much of your childhood you sacrificed for the betterment of others. As a normal person, you'll come face to face with monsters that are far, far worse than the ones you fight as a magical girl. Abusive bosses, corrupt politicians, and all sorts of malcontents who like nothing more than to drag you down. People that will chew you up and spit you out at the first sign of weakness. All you can do is learn how to play their game. Annalie, I can't say I don't see your point, but... What about your magical friends? Don't you have any former teammates you can rely on? What about your magical girl group? Annalie looks rattled at this. Excuse me? They're gone. 2 of them have moved on completely. And the other one is buried 6 feet underground. She's part of Fruit Fatale. Annalie lets out a bitter sigh. Stop trying to convince me out of this. I'm not slowing down my plans for the likes of you. After your defeat, I'm taking the money and escape. Listen, wasn't the Fruit Fatales like from the 70s? She looks great for being like, hang on. Like, let's assume Fruit Fatale was like 18 in the 70s. So, okay, the 70s and then plus 30. Like, this girl is in her 50s. This is like 48, 50, something around there. Girl looks great for her age. Annalie looks so good for her age. Anyway, after your defeat, I'm taking the money and escaping this city. It's funny. I've dedicated half my life to climbing the ranks of this company. But frankly, I don't give a damn if Glamour Pop sinks after this. This loathsome city can burn down too for all I care. Les grows in anger, her home burning down. I won't let it happen again. Actually, it'd be better off that way. Enough! No matter your reasons, we're here to stop you. As it stands, you're just as despicable as the people you described. Huh, I've never said otherwise. Fine then, if it's a fight you want. A fight is what it will get. Suddenly, magical energy crackles all around Annalie. The atmosphere tingles with power, amplifying as her powers rise. And then Annalie is not Annalie anymore. See? Hey, look! Curly hair! No more debate. No more magical girls. Your time is over. Who would have thought it would be her? Man, that shadowy figure was her all this time. Man, I don't know how I figured it out. Watching horror as midnight strikes. Wait. Oh, it's an RPG now? Wait, we're actually having a fight? Okay. I'm going to just use the mouse. Purifying Heavenly Beam. It wasn't very effective. We should try using our specials. Alright. She's blushing. She's just like, oh, damn, she's even hotter now. Power up Rising Sun. Okay. We'll do a boost. Shield a member. You know what? I think you two are supposed to work together. Special, lower enemies attack, lower enemies defense. We'll lower the attack because I don't know how strong she's going to be. You're going to boost their attack. Race of Sentinel, Starlight's basic attacks. Sentinels. Distract enemy with owl noises. Use Campanile to basic attack. You know what? We'll do this. Let's see you survive this. Okay. So we're a healer. Let's talk. I don't want to talk about that. Let's do Rising Sun. Let's do Soul again. Let's keep lowering her attack a little bit more. Let's distract with screech noises. There we go. That's what I wanted. Let's see. Femme Fatale. Strawberry. What was her name? What was her name? If I say Strawberry. Well, it didn't count. Okay. I forgot the name! Okay, I'm gonna have to focus their magic up again. Let's keep doing the screech owl. Oh, so just saying strawberry. Strawberry was enough. What if I said 70s? She doesn't care. Okay. I'm still gonna protect Soul for a little bit. Is that all? You're a disgrace to magical girls. See, I don't know if I really need... You know what? I'm gonna say strawberry again. See... Stop. What's wrong with you? Yeah, so... Sayori, thank you. Thank you. I forgot the name. I knew it was the same as that girl from Doki Doki Literature Club. I just couldn't remember it. Sayori. I'll try it again next time. We'll just keep lowering her attack. Strawberry Sayori. Where did you hear that name? That's it. I should say more Fruit Fatale members named the week herder. What were the others' names? Oh, I can taunt. Can I attack? 50. Let's see, there was Banana Mari? No, it wasn't Banana Mari. I remember a banana one. But I don't remember them. No, I don't remember. Banana Brie, okay. And then I don't remember anything about the other one. Banana Brie. Oh, Muscat Marie. That was it. That was what I was confused by. That's right. It was like the Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune pair. I remember now. We'll just keep using the screech out because that's helpful. Okay, we'll do Muscat Marie. I don't want to talk about that. You know what? I'm just going to have you talk. 53? Okay. We'll have you talk attack too. Just because you're sad doesn't mean you get to hurt people. The Sentinels are going to rip you apart like a pack of hyenas. Yeah, that was a bit harsh. They will now rip you apart like a pack of hyenas. Avocado. Okay, so she's Avocado. Avocado Anna. Right? Oh, do I have to say Anna Lee? Do I have to say her full name? Is that it? I'll show you real magical power. Avocado, Anna Lee. Where did you hear that name? That's it. I should say, okay. What were the other names? I've already said them all. Okay, so I'm really just on the attack now. I should really thank you, Anna Lee. I've always wanted to kick a millionaire CEO's ass, and today my dream finally comes true. A harrowing high note. I can't believe I trusted you. You used me. I'm gonna make you pay, Anna Lee. Well, we're gonna get the final blast. Purifying Heavenly Beam. That's it. We saved the world once and we'll do it again. We did it! I thought maybe it would pause it, like if we got all the names, but I guess not. Midnight Lady falls to her knees, and with a flash of light, she turns back into Anna Lee. We did it! My whole body is brimming with adrenaline from the fight, but I've reached my limit. The Sentinels are gathered around me, looking just as spent. Anna Lee collapses onto the pavement, looking worse for wear. You insolent... Goodness, you're a powerful bunch, aren't you? Either way, it doesn't matter. You've won. Congratulations. I've expended all the power I've collected through the makeup dealing with you all. Truth be told, this whole plan was a total gamble. And I'm not surprised it didn't work out. Anna Lee shakily picks herself up from the ground, turning to face us with a smirk. I was never great at energy management, even though it's my power. Maybe that was why I was always such a unremarkable magical girl. Even still, I'm disappointed I lost to a bunch of brats. She's Sailor Saturn. No, wait, is she Sailor Saturn? She has to be Sailor Saturn, right? Because like she's literally part of the ones. Like she's literally part of the Outer Scouts, right? Because if those two are Uranus and Neptune, then she's either Sailor Pluto or Sailor Saturn, right? I mean, Sailor Saturn was the one that died and got reincarnated, but there's no reincarnation here apparently. So she could be Pluto. But like, I get the idea. She went wicked though. Sailor Saturn went wicked too. That's why I'm thinking Saturn. Even still, I'm disappointed I lost to a bunch of brats. It was sweet watching you all band together to defeat me, despite your differences. So sweet, I could gag. But I admit, it made me a little jealous too. It's over, Anna Lee. We're turning you in. The makeup's being destroyed too. Anna Lee dismisses me with a wave of her hand. The makeup issue's already fixed, if that's what you're worried about. It's no longer imbued with my powers. I used it all in our little tussle. I see. It's really over then. I can't help but fall to the ground in relief. I'm on the same level as Anna Lee now. Starlight? No, Akiko? The Sentinels are a bunch of arrogant, meddling idiots who think they could get away with living normal lives despite having powers. Make no mistake, I despise them as much as I despise you in this moment. She sweeps her disheveled bangs out of her face and looks away. But they're your idiots. So do me a favor, so that this whole nightmare isn't for naught, and keep them close. Protect them like I wish I could have protected her. Anna Lee. I promise I will. Anna Lee seems satisfied with this answer and finally lets exhaustion take over. She falls to the ground, knocks into a deep sleep. Out of her hand tumbles a tiny, worn-looking charm. It's Strawberry Sayori. Shit, I wasn't expecting to get hit with the feels, but here we are. It's a plastic keychain modeled after Strawberry Sayori from Fruit Fatale. I turn to the Sentinels. I ended up making a promise with our bad guy. You've always been a major softie. Hey, speak for yourself before you call Akiko out. You didn't even want to fight her in the first place. I'm proud of us, although Anna Lee sure had the last say. I'm glad you vowed to keep us close, Akiko. And cut! What an extraordinary conclusion to the Sentinel saga. What? Did I miss my close-up? Alistair, you can talk again! Our little dude is back in action. Well, it wasn't my fault. It was you that couldn't understand me, yeah. I know how that feels with this lot. Alistair shakes his head in disapproval. Just count yourselves lucky that I stopped Solaire before he blew up an entire warehouse full of makeup. Oh yeah, I forgot we sent him off to do that. I guess you did alright without my sage advice. But if only you had heard the genius plan I had come up with days ago. We're all ears now. What was it? Well, it doesn't matter now, does it? Called your bluff. Everyone shares a laugh. It gives Alistair loads of pets. After taking a moment to recover, the Sentinels move to take an unconscious Annalie downstairs. Hey, she's lighter than she looks. Really surprising. I figured she'd be heavy considering how full of it she is. She played us, beat the crap out of us, and probably ruined our image as Sentinels forever. But I was kind of moved by what she had to say in the end. She must have been really lonely, but that doesn't excuse what she did. She could have made a different choice. Akiko, are you coming? I nod, but instead of joining them, I feel something swell in my chest. Suddenly, I realize I want nothing more than to share this moment with someone. So I decide to go for it. It's now or never. I call out to KJ. I found them watching the sunrise over the rooftops. Hey, you doing okay? They out alongside. There's a lot of feelings buzzing around in here. Thought I'd step outside and take in the view. Feeling what? The thrill of victory? Out of breath? I should join Jackie's gym. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? I feel like I just passed some kind of test. I finally stood my ground with the rest of the team. Didn't panic. Just didn't piss my pants. You used to do that? That's not important. You know, I'm glad I gave you peace a chance. I'm glad you gave peace a chance by talking to Annalie back there. Thanks, Akiko. I was probably asking for too much anyway. The world isn't black and white. When history catches up to what we did tonight, I hope it's clear we at least tried to do the right thing. We can only do our best, right? Yeah, I guess I have to make my peace with that. Younger me would have really been proud of older me right now. And between us, it's also making me reevaluate keeping my powers. We helped a lot of people today. I think I forgot about that part of the picture. Oh, that's some hot gossip. Maybe I should tell Ara. Stop it. Sorry, I tried to pause and I didn't. I hit it twice. Stop it. We aren't at school anymore. I'm trying to have a self-fulfillment moment here. But making you blush has become my new favorite pastime. Alright, I'll back off. I want you to feel good about today. You totally earned it. So did you, Princess. It's been like, what, 2 weeks from hell? You got the whole band back together, resolved some of our differences, and uncovered a dangerous plot. All good? Thank you, Rocky. To harm millions of people and had to spend more time with your ex? Wait, you mean Solaire? Never say it like that ever again. Sure, you can dish out the teasing, but can't take it. Classic Akiko. Well, I'm not used to it coming from you. I bet you aren't. We'll get used to it. Okay, jokes aside, I think it's time somebody said that they are proud of you. You said back at the park that I put you on a pedestal. That's probably still true. But I think you also put yourself down too much, Princess. You're far more capable than you realize. Not just anyone could have achieved what you did today, and you deserve to take credit where it's due. KJ, no, really, it's not. I'm this close to giving you an affectionate nuggie, but I think you'd punch me if I tried. Wow. Okay, no. How about a hug instead, please? Of course. I get a firm bear hug. For a brief moment, I feel like I'm inside one of KJ's bubbles again and protected from all harm. There's always tomorrow. Yeah, I guess after tonight there really is. Is that it? Is that the end of the game? Miranda wastes no time getting right back to work. I visited her at the workshop a few days after the fight. She seems brighter and more energized than usual. She tells me she's happy she said goodbye to Sentinel Nova and has reclaimed her magic as her own. It's part of her and her work. Her new pieces gain major popularity for their unique stardust glow, and eventually she makes enough to start her own shop, where she can exclusively create and sell her own designs. She gets her own staff of loyal woodworkers, and I can tell they look up to her immensely. Work keeps her busy, but we find time to catch up every once in a while. Then things got a little quiet. Years later, I get an invitation at my door to an art gallery event. I decided to go on a whim, and I'm so glad I did. It's filled with one-of-a-kind wood carvings done by Miranda. As the night goes on, a piece would combust into a bright and dazzling display of fireworks. Her magic at work. She was kept busy by fans and reporters most of the night. But I know she saw me. At the end of the night, she brings over a spare champagne bottle, and we talk until the gallery owner kicks us out. It's so clear to me why the stars picked her as the emissary to their light and power. The night sky is brighter for it. Ari continues her idol career. She goes on to become one of the most successful idols of all time. You can't go anywhere without hearing her songs on the radio, and she even scores a role on a TV drama. She's a terrible actress, but Alistair and I watch every new episode together anyways. We don't get to see her very often, but we're happy to see her succeed. It's almost suspicious how well she did for herself, honestly. Then one day she vanishes. No one knows where she's gone to, and no one's heard a word from her, even the Sentinels. We all worry about her, and I hope she's okay wherever she is. Our glamour pop location is Ash, so Liz and I both have to look for other work. She starts work at a plant nursery while she studies for the exams. She gives me a succulent because they are pretty hardy. Don't tell her I think it died within 3 days under my care. Oops! Eventually, Liz goes on to university. She can't decide on a major. Classic Liz. So she triple majors. Triple majors! I visit her on campus for snacks and movie nights, but she often falls asleep because of her busy studying schedule. I don't mind. After graduation, she travels the world helping with conservation causes and protecting ecosystems. I even see her once on TV tied up to a tree to stop a bulldozer. We keep in touch, and sometimes she brings me treats from her travels. When she's back at Diamond Cove, I like to take her out and reminisce about the old days. We talk a lot about keeping our passions alive, despite the grind of life. I know that no matter how long goes between meetings, that my friendship with Liz will remain strong. Whenever I hear the hoot of an owl, I think of her. After the world was saved, Jackie returned back to work at the Golden Glove Gym. It wouldn't be long until she began going to school to learn more on how she could improve her coaching techniques. Despite her busy schedule of balancing work and school, she has always made time to reach out to everyone and keep in touch. As for Layla, she never stopped going to the Golden Glove, and I would run into her from time to time whenever I visited. She graduated from high school with a scholarship opportunity thanks to the hard work she was able to put in from both school and boxing. From what I heard, she's well on her way to going pro, and Jackie couldn't be happier since she's finally living her dream as second for Layla's matches. Layla didn't take the ring. Layla didn't take the magical girl choice. She went and became a boxer. Jackie's uncle is starting to get up there in age, and I know his eyes are still pretty bad. He's thinking about retiring and passing on the gym off to his niece. Jackie's nervous about assuming that responsibility, but I have a feeling she'll do right by her uncle. It took some time, but the Sentinels eventually helped KJ patch things up with her dad. Being introduced to some of KJ's friends and being more open, and my considerable charm, of course, helps rebuild the bridge between them. And with his assistance and connection, KJ starts their own IT consultancy, doing something called ethical hacking, which is apparently a thing people could be paid to do? I have no idea. It's called Sentinet, and KJ says it combines their drive to protect people with their specialized skill set. They have a professional-looking website, but in reality, it's a bunch of tattooed computer nerds in an attic blasting loud music and getting into trouble. KJ Heaven. The story is when someone from the government approached them with a job, KJ got so mad that they nearly threw hands with the poor guy. Oh, and in case you're wondering, KJ is taking a page from Jackie's book and looking for a protege to pass on their Sentinel ring. We make sure to see each other regularly. I convinced KJ to teach me more about using computers. In exchange, they take me out to metal concerts every once in a while. I'm still trying to get them to listen to Samara. I'm grateful to be a part of their life again, and after all the ups and downs, I think I finally understand this wonderful friend. Thanks for playing. So, new game plus unlocked. Annalise story. There's more to it. There's a part 2? There's another part? I'm not doing that today. Alright. I've been recording for 7 hours. I'm taking a break. We will probably do that part next. Did I get the ending for, hang on. I need to look something up. Did I get the right ending for... I did not get KJ's romantic ending. I got the friend ending. So I didn't even get the friendship ending. Okay. That's alright. That just gives me a reason to play it again. You know what? This is a good game. This is free. Everything that I just read was free. Like, all the 7 hours that I've done today have been free. I didn't flirt. That's true. I didn't flirt. We were too busy. We were saving the world. We couldn't flirt. We had to save the world. Like I can't take time to flirt when the world's about to be destroyed or, like, taken over by makeup zombies. I had priorities. Anyway, I will probably play this again offline without talking. like the actual storyline and getting all the dates. I will probably come back next week and do Annalie's story because I really like this. But I'm not going to do every single one of these events over again. No, sir. Um, but either way, thank you for joining me for these 7 hours. Again, this game is free, and honestly, I think it's a really good one. I really like the story in this one. I didn't really care for Doricone, which was the first one. It only took like an hour and a half, I think, which is why I played this in second, not knowing how long it'd be. But either way, thank you all for watching. I'm going to be cutting this up into smaller videos and posting it on YouTube. I don't know about Doricone. I might just keep that as a single VOD because it's only an hour and a half. But this one will be cut. And it'll be posted on YouTube. And yeah, feel free to follow me on YouTube and Twitch. And listen, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm ready to go. I'm just ready to go. So thank you all for watching anyway. I'll see you next week. Until then, bye-bye. 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 I'm so tired.